Hey, Plant Pals, Mike the Katy Gardener, and this is an update on what's been growing inside my house in Minnesota, Zone 4. It's still deep winter. The snow is still up to your knees, and I think it's like 20 degrees out right now, and it fluctuates. Sometimes it drops below zero. Sometimes we get weird warm spells where it gets almost to 40. But that just makes a mess because the snow melts a little bit, and then you get ice on the sidewalks and stuff, which I have to chop. But the battle with the aphids, knock on wood, has hopefully been won. I have not grown anything inside other than 2 units that were far enough away to where they didn't get aphids on them. And so I've got my sweet chocolate bell pepper that's in my office, and I have this one here that the aphids had not been able to get to. This is my dazzling blue kale. So I've been basically without any other plants for a month. And so now I am back at it to set up, and I will give you a little tour of what I'm working on. This right here is my rack that I have the 3 large deep water culture tubs on, and I used to have the Fresno chili pepper on. That was like a monster. And what I'm doing right now, as you can see, I don't have anything growing right now, is because I'm having fun. While I figured out when I had downtime, I was designing a rack for my hanging light that I haven't used yet. So this is a kit from Maker Pipe, and I already have some pieces assembled. I had to order some more parts because I redesigned. After you design it and put it together, you think, well, I could even make it better. So then you buy more parts. Now, could I have bought a a light rack cheaper? Probably, maybe. But this is more fun because this is one I'm creating myself out of conduit pipe. And there is part of it. I just got 2 more pieces I need to get from the hardware store. 2 more pipes, rather. And then I will assemble it, and I'll show you when I'm done. And then I will set up. See, I've got my air stones, my new air stones down there. I've got the pump hanging here. And soon, hopefully, I will be good to go. There's my pipe cutter for cutting my pipes. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. All right, moving on. Next to it, this is the IDO unit. And from what I've seen, the newer units, they've really improved things. They've been listening to their customers, which is great. They made the units deeper, wider, and the light goes lower. Because see, this light is like about 10 inches tall before you even start pulling it up, because it goes up to like 28 inches or something like that, which seems like it'd be great. But these are my seeds, and they're probably going to be leggy in the beginning. So I'm glad that they've changed their systems up to where they go almost down to the deck, which is awesome. So I'm growing just various herbs in here, just for fun. I always kind of like to warm myself back. It's like I said, it's been a month since I've been growing anything inside other than what was already growing with the kale and the sweet chocolate bell peppers. So I'm kind of getting my indoor growing legs back underneath me by starting off with some herbs. I was gifted. I did a seed swap with F.R. Humphrey, and this is pumpkin spice jalapeno. Now I've grown the lemon spice jalapeno, and I've grown the orange spice jalapeno. This is pumpkin spice, so I'm very excited to grow that. And I will be setting up. I just set it. I've got my ring light, and I've got my camera to do time lapse. All right, be right back. I have restarted my WIG 2022. I need to fix that date on there. But this is my AeroGarden sprout with the lemon basil, or actually lemon balm. Sorry, I have lemon basil in the other unit, and I'm restarting them. And these are the herbs down here, the small deep water culture tubs that I'm starting that have the parsley and the oregano and the sage. So this one's sage, this one's parsley, and this one's oregano. And I'll be getting them started back up. Well, I already started back up there. I just planted the seeds. Okay. And then here on the rack above, I used to have the iDo unit, but my wife for Christmas got me an AeroGarden Harvest XL. So I'm going to unbox and do an unboxing and setup of that. And then I'm going to grow monkey face peppers that were gifted to me by Planter Garden, who has a herb challenge on right now. It's too late to enter, but you can, grow herbs anyway, because you should. All right. Yeah, and I've been totally rearranging my man cave and trying to get things set up and organized so I'm less chaotic. This is the Plenty Seeds unit that had the broken pump that I put airstone in. And I'm growing fish peppers in this. Again, they might not do great in this unit. I should have started them in another unit because this is another unit that starts off super tall. So hopefully they don't get too leggy. Hopefully there's enough light around here so that they won't. Here is my AeroGarden Harvest. I'm restarting Fresnos. I really miss having Fresno peppers. Being able to just I was getting like 10 a week, which was awesome. I didn't have to buy any peppers from the store. And they were one of my favorite peppers until I discovered the Orange Splice jalapeno, which has more kick. So I started these. And again, if you notice, I only have 2. Well, I have six pods here. So why am I only growing 2? Because these plants will get big. Now, if I wanted to, in the start, I could plant other things in here, like something that grows fast, like radishes. But those leaves get really big too, and they might shade out my peppers. And I want to devote all my time and attention to the peppers. If I want to grow radishes in something, I can grow them in anything. I could take an old water bottle and grow some radishes in that. And I'll actually show you a quick tip on how to do that. All right, and my way is a little bit different than other people's. Other people have grown theirs in the water bottles and double cup methods and stuff, and I have just a slightly different method of doing it. My chaotic way, but works for me. I'll show you that. Right next to that is my sprout. This has this one has the lemon basil in it. So I've got 3 lemon basil plants started. Hopefully they'll do well and catch up. Everything here was getting to maturity and looking beautiful, and the aphids ruined that, so I had to restart over, and I had to wait a month. So it's been a month since I've started. Here is my lipstick pepper that I was gifted from T-Nog, the New Orleans gardener. And again, I just have 2 because they will grow big. All right. Be right back. All right. This is my experimental shelf. I'm trying to organize it here. I've got some kombucha squash seeds soaking. Hopefully I won't do what I did with the last seeds, because the last seeds I soaked, whoops, they germinated, and I've got squash plants. Now this is a butter crunch squash. Not butternut, butter crunch. It's different. And I'm going to move these to large containers and try to grow them out inside, just for fun. They probably, they might work, might not. I don't know. I've got the room now because I'm growing less things, so I'm gonna have fun. And it says thyme on here because that's normally where I grow my thyme. This is just a storage tub from the Dollar Tree dollar store, and I put 2 of them together. Just to be safe. Make sure nothing leaks, which even one wouldn't leak, but just be on the safe side. I got 2 in each other. When I put duct tape on the inside one to block the light, and I cut a little slit in the lid so I can put the hydroponic fluid in there. And I cut holes in the top, and I dropped some baskets in there with the sponges that you'd put like in your AeroGarden. And I put seeds in there. Well, I didn't put seeds in this one. I actually dropped the the sprouted plants into there. And On the other things that's on the top of my experimental shelf, I have my bug zapper, which has been blissfully quiet because I don't have any bugs in the house, and hopefully that'll stay that way. Knock on everything. Here is my orange hat. I'm growing that in a sprout again, just one. You'll see other people, they'll put all three and they'll crowd each other out, and they'll die, and they'll get about half the fruit that I hopefully will get. But that's me, you know. You buy one of these units, do what you want. I'm going to just grow one in the center because that's where you get the most light. And underneath that is the dead system that I saved by putting an air stone in it. As you can see, the light bars, I just snapped it off because it didn't work. There's no pump. There was never a pump in this unit. And, you know, as much as I knock this system, I don't believe they even sell this system anymore. I don't know if the company changed names or whatever, but the nice thing about current systems that you can get for $50 sometimes is they've been listening to the customers about what makes a good hydroponic system. So as you see, this is very shallow. I don't use this thing for more than just growing herbs, which is fine. Or propagating, like, you know, what I'll do is I'll use this to put tomato cuttings and stuff in there. But the units now have nice pumps, they have nice light bars. The light bars go down closer to the base of the unit so that they won't get leggy. And they have deeper tubs, better indicators. So yeah, so this is like 4 years old, and so in 4 years they've really improved hydroponic systems. So if you've been curious about getting one, I highly recommend it. Down here is just, again, this is the catchy that's supposed to catch any fungus gnats, water gnats, fruit flies, anything that's going to be flying around, aphids and whatnot. There's nothing in it, thankfully, and there hasn't been anything in it for a month. There's still a little diatomaceous earth residue left over from when I won't ever do that again. That was a huge pain to clean up. It was cool for Christmas, if you see my Christmas video, but that was about it. But this shelf, as you can see, is empty. Got some catalogs there, some instruction manuals I gotta find a place for, get rid of. But I'm excited to restart my experimental shelf with all my silly experiments, where I'll take like a jar like this and throw a net cup in a rock wool cube and try to grow something. And oftentimes the things won't work awesomely. And I also got my more larger. This is just a plastic container that fits over a mason jar, just to block the light. I've shown myself growing huge tomato plants. You know, dwarf varieties, of course, but they got huge. And also I grew peppers. I grew lemon spice, orange spice. So I might grow some cayenne peppers or something like that in here. Haven't decided yet. I've got 2 of them, so I'm gonna have fun with that. Like I said, I've got room on this shelf. Got room on this shelf to grow experiment things. I've got my protein jugs down here that will allow me to grow some larger things. So I'm going to experiment with that. I haven't decided what I'm putting those yet. I might put the squash into them and see if I can get actual fruit to come. You know, have some squash before summer. We'll see. I don't know. That's the fun of it. And then next to it, I'm still cleaning up. This is, again, my man cave, and my wife kind of lets me have free reign. So of course it's a mess. But on this shelf here, I've got my sponges. I've got the hole covers. I've got, so I'm organizing. I got the labels and stickers. These are baskets for iDo. And like I said, my one grievance about iDo is I had proprietary baskets and sponges, and they've gotten better about that. But I still have some just in case. These are all my AeroGarden sponges and all my AeroGarden baskets. And then I have my garden buddies. I've got parts and accessories like extra sponges for the air pumps to keep roots and stuff out of the air pump in the units, and different accessories like that. And I actually have actual replacement pumps in there. These are for my deep water culture tubs. I've got air pumps and tubing and air stones they have on hand. This is kind of for my outside too, where I have the wetting bags to put over the fruit that happens, and some baggies to save seeds in when I give people seeds. Down here are just 6. I actually have 8 of these things now, of the seed tubs, so I'm going to organize it even better than I have already. So I have like lettuces in one, tomatoes in one, peppers in one, herbs in one, flowers in one, and so like that. So organize that. Down here's still cans of food that I need to put back in storage in the basement, get them off my shelf, and so I can put more of my indoor gardening supplies and also some outdoor gardening supplies that I need if I need to grab them. And then down further is where I used to keep my sodas and stuff. I'm keeping a water bottle for the air garden. There's just some cardboard I need to clean up. I was using as a divider to keep the sodas separated from like the colas and the. So I do have some kind of OCD tendencies where I try to keep the sodas separated from the cola from the 7-Up. Still got one bottle 7-Up down there I got to get rid of. This is a basket that clips onto the rack, which I like. I haven't decided what to put in that yet. And then there's just a bag right down there that has the my seeds for outside. The big giant bag of marigold and basil seeds and zinnia seeds and some dollar store shaking box outdoor seeds. So yeah, I think it's been long enough of a tour. But yeah, so that's what I've been up to. And hopefully I'll get up to a lot more in the upcoming weeks and months until spring, when I will do a seed starting in probably the one of the AeroGarden harvests. And I will show that process. And I'll keep you updated on all the things I'm growing. And I appreciate everybody's patience while I waited a month. I had a lot of old videos that I had to that I hadn't uploaded yet. That I was kind of a month behind. So I've been kind of catching up. So all right. Any comments, questions in the comments section? Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Have an awesome day.